base Venezia.
Playable.
Yeah, I think it's unfortunate. It's niche. Its niche is just it can do it, but not truly.
So I picked up Venezia recently. Like I was like, oh, let me try this thing out. We're gonna be doing this tier list soon, and I'm like, I realized why I put this thing down and never played it again. Even coming back, I was like, maybe I'm worse. Maybe I was worse when I played it. No, it's just not my play style. I don't like the ship.
I've been revisiting.
Super tough to play. It is so tough to play.
It is.
It does not have any other ship like it that I
know.
know.
It's something I enjoy playing.
It's one of those things. It's barely. I'd say it's almost niche, just because you get into a 5DD game. This is the ship that wins you it. There is nothing else in that game. That ship will win you the game.
Okay.
That's different.
Union, Mino.
Okay, never mind. Shut up. I reserve the right. I reserve the fifth.
Even Napoli is better in a 5DD game than Venezia is.
I would actually. I would take
Napoli before I took Venezia because you're tankier against whatever other ships there are. I mean, I don't like the auto secondaries on Napoli, but I'd still say it's better than Venezia.
But Tricked Venezia, let's talk about that one. SAP Plus with camo, with everything. I honestly wouldn't take the Ledge mod, but even with Legendary mod, it goes right in between that niche. Yeah, I would say it's niche. It's niche.
So I put it in niche because I've actually been playing with the Leg mod recently. And as much as it kills your concealment, which I know, Matt, that basically it's a no-go for you. I don't like that. I completely agree with you. It's definitely, this is the point where I wish we could actually buy two of the same ship. Because Venezia with the Leg mod is a completely different ship. It now turns into a goddamn minnow at dodging shells. At anything longer than 9 kilometers, you can dodge battleship shells. So now you don't have to worry about running into a battleship. You can just dodge.
Hey,
it's oddly quick. Yeah.
What do you put on it in the second slot when you do that?
So I prefer acceleration.
Okay.
Because I think we found 9.12 to 8.47. So it's not that big of a difference between the turn times. I like that. Where I'd rather have propulsion so I could play with that and then, kind of do a duck and turn, slow down really quick. Like that, have that propulsion really help you. But no, I've dodged shells at 9-10 kilometers, and the Venezia can't do that. But now that it can, you can hunt DDs. Obviously, they can run because they can see you early and everything. But at the same time, you now have the 15-gun salute right to battleships' fronts, and they can't hit you as well. Now, of course, a good player will still hit you, but I think that puts it into a niche. It does something different, and I think it's been underlooked.
Yeah.
I don't think it's amazing. But it at top it goes competitive. At top it goes competitive. It doesn't go meta.
One thing I will say about every single ship that I see in niche, if you play it to its strengths, it can be good, but you have to play it perfect to where either a ship isn't looking at you and you push whenever they don't see you. There has to be something else besides just playing the ship, if that makes sense. There's a certain way to make it good.
Oh yeah, and having the ability to 13-second a DD. You don't really have that in the Hindenburg. You don't really have that in... Yeah, you can do it in the Austin, but the Austin's one thing. The Austin has its own niche right there. But no, it's 13-second a DD, and then let alone you get close enough to battleships. Those torpedoes are not even close enough. Just in general vicinity, torpedoes are good. You can smoke up. And especially when you have Luigi, that sap is doing full salvos on bows, and that thing can murder. So I'm even tempted on putting 5,000 on my main account in order to make a trip to Venezia. Completely. With Luigi and everything. But that's I wouldn't put it in meta. It doesn't go full meta unless it's a 5DD game. That's about it. But you're already... Even a 5DD game, you're still spotted all the time, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have that good of concealment, even with a concealment build.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion.
Worcester.
I don't know what you guys think. You guys want to Worcester?
Nah. This is all you, buddy.
Competitive. Tricked.
What?
Ooh.
We talked about Tricked Booster. Why is it not
on
here?
We already talked about this, Sly. It is competitive.
Oops.
It is competitive.
I would just say meta because it's the only ship at this tier with this much like could support. It's just the king of support. Like I wouldn't even say base. I think the base version and trick version are both in meta. It just brings so much capability to your team. You can't knock it. Like I know those arcs suck, but you can hide behind islands.
Sly, answer this question. If Worcester goes then where does Tricked Worcester go? Because it does not go above Buffalo, Genin, or Smolensk.
No, I that's why I didn't make a Trick Worcester. Is I didn't think that it made it better. I think it just gives it comfy skills. It makes it slightly nicer. Because also I can't hit shit at range anyways, so giving it range doesn't help me.
When we consider Trick Worcester, what do we consider for like Trick Des Moines? You get a commander, you get the camo, and you get the light mod. So you get the freaking Kincaid with Trick Worcester.
Yep.
No, Halsey.
No.
Kincaid's not needed.
Wait a minute. No,
Kincaid's not needed. Kincaid's not needed.
Give me the extra radar. I want the extra
No.
Radar 2 is nice.
Now, let's stop for a second and talk about this. So you run Halsey on your Worcester, and you run Kincaid on your Des Moines.
No, I actually run Miller on my Worcester for the better AA. I run Halsey on my Cleveland, and I run Kincaid on my Des Moines. Because I'd never used all of the radars on Worcester. If Kincaid had the same skill as Swarovski, then yes, I would absolutely put it on Worcester. I think it's like that's a Dame for sure. You do that, but because he only gives one, like
Kincaid has 750,000 XP on my Worcester, and it just sits in my lobby. Like I don't even play Worcester anymore.
And what's behind that?
I don't even play Worcester well, and I have Kincaid on him.
Yeah, but I don't think that needs another radar. When you have such a long reload, you're never using 3. At least in my opinion.
It's more than just the extra radar because it makes your AA so much nicer. Like 35
Miller does
seconds
it
on a
just as well.
3.
Yeah, Miller has that.
Miller just has that. Yeah, Miller has that. That's why Miller is literally just the cheapest like epic commander for Worcester.
Hold on. So we all do agree APCS on Worcester, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So Kincaid doesn't matter at the 11th skill. Because Kincaid's IFHE plus. And I'd rather have
I'd still run him for the extra support skills.
Yeah.
That's just me though.
Yeah.
Like when you talk about Worcester being the ultimate support, I want to be the ultimate support. And when I play Des Moines, I'm not looking for an extra radar. I'm looking for an extra bit of damage.
Yes.
See, I've actually... I'm sorry, I've had those games in the Des Moines where that extra radar just shocked the little crap out of the DD. He was like, oh shit, he's got another one. It's just kind of funny. It is. It's just like Gorchov on Nevsky. It's kind of funny.
Okay, so I'm going to argue this forever, but I can see Tricked Worcester because I do not see that shit being above Buffalo, Genin, Moskva, Smolensk, or Stalingrad. I just don't see it.
But do you see it better than Nevsky, Austin, Tricked Des Moines, Tricked Hindenburg, Minnow, and Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
Then the base version is meta. I could agree. If we had a tricked version, maybe I could add it in post or something like that. I'll do it at the end or something like that. But yeah, okay, Worcester competitive, tricked Worcester meta, but I think still Worcester it's the only one that brings all of those skills: great AA, great support, decent guns, and like that, and insanely oddly good armor. It's a scary package. It goes with meta for me.
Okay.
Name another ship that brings everything.
We all made our piece.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, 11.8 kilometer range whenever you don't have torps is kind of rough. But like, as soon as you get that camo and then you get that range and you're pushing almost 13 kilometer range, like.
The problem is for me, I can't hit that.
No, you're just
I'm gonna have a tough time. I'm gonna have a tough time hitting battleships. Let's go to a new ship. Anyone?
Yodo.
What are you guys thinking?
How would you place this thing? Because I have no idea.
Matt, have you played it?
Yes, I have. I don't know. It's
like
it's super fun some games because the HE, but then other games it's like, yeah.
I was gonna say it would go with niche or competitive for me, in my opinion, because you do have long range.
Okay, but it covers the same thing that Black Zao suffers from.
So niche is a good spot for it.
Yeah. I think the 360-degree turrets, it feels a great niche for that. If you want to hold a flank and just kind of go in and out of concealment, launch your torps, and then fire your guns and continually get fires. That also, if you get fire, some games you're gonna get that RNGesus doesn't but bless you with 20 fires in a game. Yodo can be kind of rough, but else it's pretty good.
So dang big. It feels so dang big.
That's why I'm putting a Daredevil Plus commander on it. I'm putting something good on it because it needs it. It needs Daredevil Plus.
I don't have Yodo yet, but I do have Takahashi, and Takahashi is rough because you have crap range. You get like almost a kilometer of extra range with Yodo, and it's like, oh my god, this is horrible. I'm waiting for Yodo to come out.
Yeah, I thought Takahashi was like decent for tier 9. I thought it would be something. Yeah, it's not bad. It's just
not good.
Yeah, it's like. Yeah,
you play tier 10 ships, and you're like, I can't hit these things in this range, so I have to go out like at the morning and kill myself.
At least the Shimamoto is a better Mogami, so I'm ready for that. Yeah, Shimamoto, right? Shimamoto. Shimamoto. I can't pronounce anything correct anyway, so it doesn't matter these days. But yeah, no.
You just throw a random name out there for any ship and just say, I just can't pronounce it. It's fine.
Sometimes. Let's talk about my love. I hate to say this. Yoshino.
This niche.
It's
playable in niche. It is so low. It needs help. It's so much fun.
Hold on, wait a minute. Before we do this, before you guys decide to put it in niche, it is under Zao, Black Zao, and Tricked Zao, in my opinion.
Good point.
And if you guys are going to put Black Zao in niche, or you guys are going to put Black Zao and Tricked Zao.
Alister's got a point. It's unplayable.
Yoshino should be unplayable.
It's unplayable.
I actually was riding the line and I wanted to know what you guys thought because I was like, I love it. It is so good. Its AP is fantastic. Its HE is fantastic. It's a great ambusher, but god damn, there's some games. And most games end that way.
It's so dang big.
Exactly. You have the exact same armor as a Zao, and you are massive. Battleships love seeing you.
Yoshino, like, I've never hit any other ship. I've never hit any other cruiser as hard as I've hit Yoshino with a battleship. Like, it's so easy to aim at.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I love it. Yoshino is love, but no.
Like, out of all the battle cruisers in here, I would even put Napoli higher than it. But Napoli doesn't even help. No, but like, dude, honestly,
I would take Hindenburg. I would take Hindenburg over it.
I wouldn't.
I would take Des Moines over it.
Yeah, Yoshino is the fat kid that the battleship's like the bully because it's so big you can just throw it around. Dude, it is, man.
I hate it because it's true.
It is, man. It's such a big ship. When was the last time you saw a Yoshino in your game? I haven't seen one in over a year, dude, because it's
I played it like 3 times recently. Yeah.
You played it. That was it.
I played it, and each time they always die in the first 2 minutes. It's like they're trying to play Shimakaze, but they can't.
I wish it was good. No, I love it. I think it needs rapid reload too and precise aim too.
Yeah, but you also do stuff. No, I did actually argue for that a while ago.
Oh my gosh, rapid reload 2 and precise aim 2? What are we trying to do? Make this thing meta?
Roma.
Okay. Roma. Just add a torp reload. I don't care.
You have to be able to type with this ship as well, because if you don't, let's say you get stuck nose in against the destroyer, your torp angles are not good enough to defend yourself against the destroyer on the front. So that's another weakness that you have. Send him as Zao, but Zao's a little bit more maneuverable and get away a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Yoshino, you can have more issues with that.
Yoshino is, like, if you start thinking about buffs, like, it already has, like, insane range. What is it, like, 14 kilometers?
Oh, yeah. No, it's got everything to be good. It just needs... It's not need fixing yet. It doesn't need fixing. It's still workable. It needs reload. I can see that. I don't know. It needs something.
Yoshino's so bad, man. It's terrible.
But now let's talk about base Zao.
I would put it in niche. I would take it above everything else because I have it and I love it. I suffer from the same thing as Sly does, but I still think I would take Zao over a normal Des Moines.
My biggest problem is it's so high DD games can kill it, even though it can do really good with the guns. I can say that, but it's sluggish, it's a little bit rough, and the tricked version I think kicks it out of niche. in my opinion.
I think the tricked version belongs in whatever category Zao is, just one higher.
Yeah,
So
I think it's this.
If you're gonna put Zao in niche, put tricked Zao in competitive.
I could agree with that because I think base Zao and tricked Zao go to the same place, but that's because I love my concealment.
Yeah,
and
tricked Zao is just better with concealment.
And Tricked Zao is the best version of it. It just gets so much concealment at that point. It's a DD.
Wait, hold on. What is the tricked Zao? I thought tricked Zao was just steering.
No, Tricked Zao has the leg mod, which has concealment.
The leg mod gives concealment on top of concealment. You can stack concealment.
Yeah, you can stack camo, leg mod, and concealment mod.
Hold on. So what is it? What is it? Why don't you do that and put all your consumables on?
It's like 6. Yeah, it's super low.
It's 6.
Yeah,
it's
we're
not
talking.
Quite that good.
Okay,
I know it's 7 something.
You're beating some DDs, like a good amount of them.
Like, yeah, I will say you're around a DD level, like the heavy DD level of.
Yeah, that's what I was like. What are you talking about? Tricked Zao is Tricked Zao. I would definitely. I think it fits in niche just because of the whole nature of the Zao in general. But it just makes it so much. It's so much niche. So much nicer.
I'm actually
7.14 with everything. Actually, yeah. Sorry.
7.14.
Yeah, 7.14.
That is nuts.
And that's what. And Black Zao with with concealment gets 7.8 ish. So I run Black Zao as Speed Zao, but that's because I run it more as a speedy mother.
Run and gun kind of thing.
Yeah, I prefer that type of style with the Black Zao, but I think it does it really well because no one's expecting the Zao all of a sudden to pull 45 knots. You're just like.
Well, let's also keep in mind that Cole, like, you're not going to run Tricked Zao without improved Cole as well. So 6.92 or 6.93 kilometer detection range.
Yeah, so that thing is really getting it. So that's why I was like, I think Zao is playable just because of the CV meta right now, and the high DD meta means that you're just a lackluster Venezia at killing DDs, and then on top of it, you're a lackluster name of competitive ship. It's just they do it better than you. Whereas Tricked Zao, it's like, okay, now you're talking about some serious concealment now.
Yeah. The one thing I do like about Zao in general is the HE alpha. Because people don't normally talk about that very much. And you can slap a destroyer for 8k if you get full salvos. So I'm hitting on battleship superstructure 5 to 6k a salvo, which is still really good.
And certain fires.
What does Zao reload? 8 seconds, 10 seconds?
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Just under that, basically, because usually you run crew rations or whatever it is.
The thing for me that Zao picks it, it really does help prevent it from being needs fixing, that AP. That AP is oddly good against DDs.
Okay, hold on. Why do you switch? I never switch because the HE and AP are basically the same.
But the AP full pens DDs at all ranges.
I've had 0 pins and it cost me games, so I just keep HE now.
Oh, okay. For me, at least. When you put all AP on a DD, you can almost 2-shot a DD. And it is hilarious because they aren't expecting it. So I see it. I totally see the whole HE, especially if you have Togo or you have IFHE plus on it, where the HE definitely, then it's all HE at that point. But the AP, if you do not have either of those, it's AP, HE, depending on the situation, and AP at close range. Ever past the Myoko, you want to be using AP actually more at close ranges because it is very consistent at what it does. Very consistent. Almost like the Conqueror, where the AP is just really oddly good, but only at close ranges. Almost. Not as good as St. Vincent, but St. Vincent's a whole other video.
St. Vincent is its own beast.
Yeah. But that's a whole nother video. So, Tricked Zao, so you're saying competitive there, Matt?
Almost.
Okay, so it's pretty much 6 in niche. Pretty much.
You see, well, here's what I'm thinking. Without CV, would I put it in competitive? And I'm still kind of thinking about it because of all the other ships we have in there. It kind of I don't know. It starts making me think, I don't know.
Without CV, I will yell meta. Yeah. I will yell meta. The Trick Zao is the most powerful ship in the game, just firepower wise. It's the reason why I get shut out so hard.
Gene is still more powerful.
It's a lot easier too. I'll agree with that one. Yeah, I'll agree with that one.
I would put Trick Zao into high competitive.
Without CV.
I wouldn't. Without CV.
With CV, it stays that niche to playable.
Yeah. Because you're banking on not getting a CV who's going to see you and say, okay, we're just going to focus this guy until he dies.
Yeah.
Which is typically what happens. Is as soon as they see Zao, it's like, okay, let's just kill that thing because it's a ship we don't see very often. Let's murder it.
And also, you don't want that on a flank. You do not want that. That gets into a turtle position. It just spins. And it's torpedoes, it's guns, everything. It murders your team. It's got the most firepower out of any cruiser, in my opinion. But it has to have that time to use it. The situation.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're pushing 6.92 is absolutely nuts.
Yeah. That's why I put it in niche, but I can see it depending on the situation, competitive, almost meta at certain times, because I've been in Battleship games and done 120, 140 easy, because you just stay hidden and hey, I got an island here.
But that's when you hit all of your forts and you're just having the best game of your life.
Oh yeah.
So
it's the best.
20 minutes later.
Okay, everyone, we actually got massively sidetracked. We got way off course on that one from the Zao, but this is our tier maker for the tier 10 cruisers here. Let us know in your comments in the comment section down below what your thoughts are on this. Where would you put yours? Where wouldn't they? The link, of course, will be in the description there right for you, so you can do your own tier maker and compare where you would put which cruisers and what. Yeah, we're totally going to go over and do a tangential conversation right now because that was phenomenal, and we need to do that right now. But hopefully y'all enjoy that, and actually accidental extra tier maker. We're just gonna do it. So it's good for everyone watching. It's good for the players. Thank you, Matt and Alister, for joining me for the tier 10 cruisers, and we're gonna go do another one. All right.
All right, sounds good.
See you guys.
Yeah. See you, everyone. Have a good one. Peace.